Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I am talking about something related to stress. So my last video was about stress in the microbiome and how stress affects the microbiome. Well, today I want to talk about what is something that potentially could be bringing you a lot of stress. And this has to do with the idea and concept of a decision you have in every moment. So if you haven't met me before, I'm Llewellyn Ferrer from Blast Nutrition and Wellness, and I've been a nutrition and wellness coach and personal trainer for over 25 years, but I have really become passionate about this nutrition and wellness side. I really love giving you tools and techniques to help you optimize your overall wellness. So let's dig into this stress piece and this idea of a decision in every moment. So this is something that I have learned on my own path of discovering what are my triggers, what are my stressors, and how can I learn to deal with them a little bit better. When we can get a handle on our stress levels and what is causing it, I think one of the number one things is that clarity. Like, what is even causing the stress in my life? Well, this is a big one. So in any given moment, and especially a moment that is very challenging or what we call stressful to some degree, we have two options. And those two options are, number one, we can resist what's happening in that moment, or number two, we can go with the flow. So I want to dig into each of these a little bit deeper so that you can kind of have something to relate this to. So in a challenging situation, let's just say I'm going to use the example of I'm driving in my car and someone in front of me slams on their brakes and decides to drive at 5 miles an hour and it's driving me crazy. I have somewhere to go and I'm in a hurry. So I have two options in that moment. I can freak out about what's happening and get highly stressed out and yell at the other person in the car. We call that road rage a little bit. And then the next thing you know, 5 minutes later, the car's gone and I'm on my way to where I need to go. Did I really need to go through all of that stress? Or other option was I could have just taken a little bit of a deep breath, right? And gone, okay, this is not optimal. I am in a hurry, but I'm just going to chill through this process. I know that this is going to come to an end in not very long, and then I'll be on my way. And I've just experienced so much less stress in that 5 or 10 minutes. My body actually got to stay in parasympathetic nervous system, and my digestion, like I talked about in the last video, and everything else is much more calm. So this was a technique to bring down my stress level. So in any other moment, and obviously there are moments that will be more impactful than just the person slamming on their brakes in front of you, but this is a situation that you can apply this technique to no matter what. So I can tell you in my life how this has personally shown up for me. I have an 11-year-old son, and he's at this age where he thinks he knows everything about everything, and he has his way of doing it, and it seems to be the only way that he wants to approach things. So it causes many butting of heads between us. And I have many a times been in a situation where I just chose to think that I'm right, and the way that I want you to do it is better than the way that you want to do it. And I'm going to fight with you until you understand that, or I'm going to make you do it my way. And what happens? It ends up in an argument, things fly, he's yelling, I'm yelling, and we're in a state of stress, sympathetic nervous system. So what I have found by using this technique of choosing to go with the flow instead of resisting what's happening in the moment, I have discovered that I have been able to relax. I've been able to actually listen to what he's saying in his point of view. And I've also been able to get into conversations with him to help him understand that there actually is another way of doing it than his. So it's completely changed my relationship with him, and it has totally changed my stress levels, my anxiety levels. So in that moment of being able to choose between going with the flow and having much more ease and comfort in your life, or resisting that moment. Why are you resisting that moment? What is it about that moment that is so important for you to be right that you cause yourself so much stress and anxiety? And this is not healthy for your body. It's keeping you in a state of dis-ease and unhealthiness. So let's start thinking about that and figure out how we can look at every moment and understand when we have that choice to either resist what's happening or find a way to go with the flow and understand this too shall pass. What I will leave you with is to say, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I choose happiness. All right, thank you. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you soon.